Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Robyn and in today's video I'm going to be sharing everything that I am sowing for cut flowers throughout the months of autumn. I have quite a few that I've purchased alongside a few spring bulbs that I thought I would just chat through today, maybe give you a few ideas of some flowers that can withstand a little bit more cooler temperatures. So if you're new here, we live on the south coast of New South Wales, Australia. We do get quite cool temperatures here, but not a lot of frost given that we are quite close to the coast. So a lot of these plants will be fine over winter and a lot of them actually do flower over winter as well, which is definitely what I want. I really do want fresh flowers throughout the whole year, basically. Granted, it is going to slow down a little bit over the cooler months, but that's okay. I still have a lot of work to do and a lot of seeds to plant. So make sure to grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee. I have a nice warm cup of tea. It's a very dreary day outside, so I thought I would just film this video inside before I need to go out and sow a lot of these seeds. I have started a few of them, but majority I will be sowing over the next few weeks. A lot of these can be sown all throughout the autumn months, so don't stress if you haven't got any of these in the ground. But yeah, I'm just sharing what I'm personally growing as a small cut flower farm to give you a few ideas. Now, I do have another video that I did last year of seeds that I'm sowing in autumn for cut flowers, so make sure to go have a look at that one as well. A lot of these will be the same, but there's a few different ones that I thought I would chat through, and I really narrowed down the types of flowers that I'm going to be growing and also just trying to not overbuy, which is what I did in the start. Just got really excited, as we all do, trying to hone back in a little bit this year and just spend what I need rather than just buying all different types of different flowers to try different varieties. I'm just growing what I really know how to grow. The places I ordered my seeds from over the last few weeks, the first one was Veggie garden seeds. They have a really great range of cut flowers as well as vegetables. I really like their store. They are a little bit more pricey, but I do find that the varieties are a lot better, and yeah, I definitely do buy quite a lot from them. And I've also done an order from the seed collection. They're definitely a lot cheaper, don't have as much of a variety, but if you're on a budget, I would definitely recommend the seed collection. And I believe both of these companies don't use chemically treated seeds. I definitely know the seed collection is like that, and I'm pretty sure Veggie garden seeds as well. So that's what I like to focus on. I have still got a few seeds from Wild Violet Flower Farm, so I'm going to be sowing some of those as well, left over from last year. And then there's a few that I picked up from Bunnings that I had in my selection, and these are ones that I just needed a few extra of, so I just went to Bunnings and picked up a few packets, which is always a great place just to supplement some seeds. And then to order my spring bulbs, I went onto Garden Express and ordered those. So I'll chat through the seeds first and then kind of share all the prices, and then we'll look at what bulbs I purchased. Alright, so from Veggie Garden Seeds, I spent a total of $45.15, and that included shipping costs. And I got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 different seeds, which are these packets here. I really do like their packaging. I like that they have kind of a Ziploc at the top, so they're really easy. You don't need a separate Ziploc bag for them, and they kind of just stand out, so I always know that these are my cut flower seeds because they are pink. And yeah, I just really like their packaging. It's really nice and handy. So I will put a photo up here of what the flowers look like so you can get an idea. But the first ones that I picked up were some double click Cosmos mix. Now, a lot of people just sow Cosmos over summer and the warmer months. I've actually had success with Cosmos last year all the way coming into May. The flowers were a little bit slow, but I actually really like using Cosmos greens in my bouquets. I think it provides such a great pop of colour, and it's a great way to kind of manage Cosmos plants, which can tend to just get so overwhelming. Mine currently are very overwhelming. It saves you deadheading a lot of them if you're just cutting back and using a lot of the greens. The flowers of these also are very beautiful and I will be using them, but I'm also going to be using the greens. I just They last so well in water, and yeah, I would definitely recommend trying Cosmos greens in arrangements if you haven't done so before. All right, now we are on to snapdragons. I picked up 3 different types of snapdragons from Veggie Garden Seeds. The first ones were the Costa Apricot, and I have some of these left over from last year from Wild Violet Flower Farm. I really love the Costa snapdragons. They're an early flowering snapdragon. There's a few different types of snapdragons that will flower throughout the different months of the year. If you have really mild winters, this might be a really great one for you. You might get some really early flowers. I'm hoping that's the case with me, and I really just love the full kind of snapdragon flowers. I love the colours of the Costa series, so I also picked up what do I have? I've got leftover lavender and apple blossom. I've also picked up some of the Potomac Costa in silver. I've never grown this one before, and I'm hoping it goes okay and goes okay with bugs. Some of the lighter snapdragons I've noticed just quite a lot of bug pressure with them. So we'll see how that one goes. I've also picked up the Tetra mix. Now this is typically not one that's common with cut flower farms and using in arrangements. I kind of did pick this up to add into my cottage garden as well. You do get a lot more seeds in the Tetra mix, and if you've never grown snapdragons before, I definitely recommend these. They do really well in arrangements. I've always had really great luck with them, and there's a lot more seeds in these packets rather than the Costa variety. Alright, I also picked up some more of the zinnias. I picked up some more of the Benary's Giant mix. These are my favourite zinnias. I find them just absolutely beautiful as focal flowers. If you don't have other large flowers like dahlias or sunflowers, they work really well in arrangements. Again, we don't usually get frost for quite a few more months, so I've had success growing zinnias here into May, and I think actually all year round I had zinnias that were flowering, so we'll see how they go. But I have actually already planted a lot of these. They're just popping up now, they're little seedlings, and I'm excited to plant them in the ground, as well as the Benary's Giant Lime. So yeah, these two I've already planted because I wanted to get them in the ground pretty much the day of that I got these. Very keen, but I really want some more of the Benary's Giant. They are by far my favourite zinnias to use. And then the last seed packet that I got from this company was some giant column stock. I got the Lilac Lavender. I do have a few more stock and actually some more zinnias that I have from the seed collection that I'll run through next. But I love stock. It's one of my favourite flowers. I don't know whether it's probably one of my favourite cool winter flowers. I love the scent. I love all of the different colours of stock, and I'm very excited to grow this one. Alright, moving on to the seed collection. I spent $27.50 on this order, and I picked up quite a few different varieties of seeds. The first few were some more cornflowers. I am growing these mainly for dried flowers to put in bath salts as well as dried flower arrangements. So I picked up the red ball, black ball, and the blue boy. These ones are the most vibrant of the cornflowers, which is what I'm looking for with dried flowers. I've tried the pink ball, I think that's what it's called, and it's a very light pink, doesn't keep its colour as well as these ones. So I'm excited to just plant some more of these. These grow really well throughout the cooler months, and they can even withstand light frosts as well. I also picked up some more billy buttons. Again, these can be used as a cool flower, which is where you plant the flowers in autumn and overwinter them rather than planting them in spring for spring blooms. These can withstand winter temperatures and they just speak for themselves. I absolutely love these. You only need a few in each arrangement and they pop so well and bring a bouquet together. I'm excited to grow more of these and to use these in dried flowers. I also picked up some more of the Tetra Snapdragon mix. Didn't realise that I picked up some more, but apparently I did, so I have some more of that. I also picked up some more Linaria. This is the Northern Lights mix. I loved using this. It is quite fiddly, but I do find that if you're a small grower or running a backyard flower farm or small business, then I think these are definitely worthwhile. They do take a little bit longer to harvest, but they look absolutely beautiful. And they're kind of, I think they're actually called mini snapdragons, which is definitely what they look like. I picked some of these up from the seed collection and I still have some from Bunnings. This is the Fairy Bouquet mix and this is the Northern Lights mix, but they're both very similar and I think they just look beautiful in arrangements, particularly when you're doing jam jar posies. I will be using lots of these. I also have some more of the Queenie Lime series. These are actually called Queenie Lime. I don't know if that's different to Queen Lime, but maybe it's just the seed collections version. I picked up Queenie Lime with orange, Queenie Lime with red, and Queenie Lime. And I've actually already done my sowing for these. These are already germinated and growing well. So we'll see if I plant another succession, but I think I do have enough zinnias for now. But yeah, I did plant these the other week. Let's see, I have some more stock that I picked up. I have Giant Column Pacific Pink and Giant Column Miracle Blue. Again, I just love stock, and you get quite a lot of seeds in these packets, which is really great. And I'm definitely going to be planting these as soon as I can. They do take apparently 140 days, so I need to get my act into gear and get these in the ground. And something that I hadn't planned on getting, but I apparently did, and I already planted a tray of these. I'm trialing the dwarf stock. So this is a 10-week mix. They're dwarf plants, so the flowers aren't massive, but I am doing a lot of jam jar arrangements and I would like to maybe branch into or look to doing some kind of workshops in the future. And I think having some dwarf stock is going to be really useful to add to those arrangements. The giant column stock is quite large and I think these smaller ones are going to look really well in arrangements and just be a lot more easy to handle in jam jar arrangements. So that's why I picked up these and I'll keep you updated on how these go. So that was everything that I picked up from the seed collection. Now I do have a few more seeds left over that I will be planting over the coming months. The first one is some more Achilla or yarrow. I absolutely love yarrow. I didn't realize how much I would love it as a filler flower, which can also be dried for dried flowers. Yeah, it's one of my favorites and it just looks stunning in arrangements. I would be happy with a whole bouquet of yarrow, to be honest. It's stunning. So I'm going to be planting the rest of these seeds. And another favorite that I've been loving that you can plant now, it can handle cool temperatures, is Status. So I have a Pacific mix, some more apricot and some pastel shades. I love all of these. I love any Status. I've been growing so much Status and harvesting it for dried flowers. I have bunches and bunches hung up in my garage ready for winter and the cooler months when I am low on fresh flowers, and I'm going to be cutting a lot more this week. And yeah, I just love adding these into arrangements as kind of a border around the bunch. It looks really beautiful, and yeah, I just think they add such a great pop of colour. And then I'm also growing more straw flowers. I've already sown a big tray of these and I have so many seeds here that I really need to use. Straw flowers decline really quickly in germination rate over the years. So if you do have packets sitting around, I'd recommend just getting them in the ground. Because yeah, I've noticed that the germination on my older ones is really not great. So I had this newer packet, again, from Bunnings. I don't even remember purchasing this, but I have it. So I planted a bunch of these in a whole tray and I have lots coming up now, so I will be using these. They're going to be really important for me for Christmas. I'm going to be drying a bunch of these to make ornaments. So yeah, I need to get these in the ground, and I'm growing a mix of the tall straw flowers or everlasting daisies for adding to arrangements and dried flowers. And I'm also going to be planting some Tom Thumb mixed. These are miniature plants and they produce a lot of flowers. These ones I'm just going to be using to kind of like pick the flowers off, not have the stem of them, and then use a lot of these in ornaments and other flower arrangements that I'm going to be putting together as gift ideas. These just don't take up as much space, and I can just dot them around my cottage garden and around any spaces that I have to just have some more dried flowers on hand. Okay, moving on to spring bulbs. I really held back this year and I didn't actually purchase a lot, but I did spend $74.50 from Garden Express, and I did get quite a lot. Everything that I purchased was on sale, so that was really great. I found this mix, which is an Australia Day Favourites collection. I definitely don't celebrate that day, just wanted to put that out there. This is just the flower mix I purchased, not a fan of the day. Just wanted to clear that up. But in this, there was a pack of 50 of the poppy anemones. There was a 25 pack of some freesias, 50 of the grape hyacinths in blue, 50 of some ranunculus that were mixed, and 50 of some spiraxis. So that was all just $30 for that pack, which I think is pretty amazing. I've never grown freesias or spiraxis. I mainly got this for the ranunculus and the anemones, but I also really do want a few more bulbs just planted around the garden. I have so many perennial gardens and garden beds that line the whole property that I just want to add more bulbs into for me to enjoy. So that's also why I picked up this collection. So I think it was a pretty good deal in my opinion. I also picked up a Ranunculi collection. So this was $33, and in here there was 20 of each of the different colors. So I picked up some burgundy, which is definitely my favorite, cerise pink, orange, white, and yellow. Now these aren't the specialty Ranunculus. They aren't as large as some of the other varieties. I know if you're interested in just larger blooms, places like Tesla have some really great varieties, which I've also purchased from last year. But I had great success with the Ranunculus that I planted from Garden Express last year. I planted pretty much the same collection, and it was basically like a rainbow of Ranunculus in my garden. They lasted really well in water and were just stunning. So if you're new to growing Ranunculus, I'd probably go for the smaller sized rather than spending lots and lots of money on the specialty varieties. I think $33 for this collection was pretty good in my opinion, and Garden Express just always have great variety. They're really quick to ship. The freight on this was $12.50, and I think that's really great for a box of a lot of different spring bulbs. So that is my little haul of everything that I purchased. I will put the exact number that I spent here on the screen because math is not my strong suit, but yeah, I think it was pretty good for everything that I got. I got quite a lot, and I am so excited to plant them all and see some beautiful blooms coming into. Pretty much a lot of these will be ready throughout winter and into early spring. I still have to pick up a few more things. I really want to grab a bag or two of some daffodils or jonquils. I would just like to have quite a few of these available for spring, as I know they are a favourite of many, so I want to have some of these available to bring to the markets. For those, I'll probably actually just buy them from Bunnings. I think there was a pack of like 50 jonquils for about $30, which I think in my opinion is pretty good, and they grew really well in my garden last year, so I'm going to pick up another bag of those. But other than that, that's pretty much what I'm going to be planting. I still have a lot of foliage outside that I can harvest over winter, so I think I'll have enough greenery and hopefully lots of flowers to go alongside that. So thank you so much for watching this video. It was a little bit of a longer chatty one, but I wanted to share everything that I'm growing in the autumn months for cut flowers. I will be doing some more videos on the veggies that I'm also going to be planting. Yeah, I have so many videos that I need to film and have filmed. I just need to edit. Lots going on. I'm also excited because this weekend is my first market that I will be kind of running myself. So yeah, you'll probably see that vlog next weekend. Hopefully it went well, and yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again for all of your support, and any new subscribers as well. Welcome, and I really hope you enjoy my videos. I would love to know what cut flowers you are growing in the cooler months, or whether you're taking a complete break from growing and not doing cool flowers and just waiting until spring. Let me know, and let me know what you're excited about growing. All right, I'm going to go finish my cup of tea and then probably get seed sowing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and until my next one, happy gardening everyone. Bye.